Welcome to the public hearing for Interstate 29 in Woodbury County between interchanges in Sergeant Bluff and Salix. The following is an overview of the environmental assessment, or EA, recently completed for the proposed corridor. The environmental assessment is necessary to comply with federal project development guidelines. Final selection of the preferred alternative, including a construction scenario, will not occur until FHWA and Iowa DOT evaluate all comments received as a result of their review of this document. The selected alternative will be identified in the Finding of No Significant Impact, or FONSI document. A public hearing is held when an environmental document has been prepared and is available for the public to review. An environmental document compares different project alternatives and their influence on the environment. This public hearing is intended to give you an overview of the progress to date, as well as to give you an idea of what's yet to come. During the hearing, we'll outline the purpose and need for the project, highlight the proposed improvement, and give you an opportunity to provide input into this process. This project study was a result of collaboration between Iowa DOT and local stakeholders. The first public meeting for this project was held on December 15, 2016, to discuss the initiation of the environmental and field studies, the study area, and purpose and need for the project. The purpose of the proposed action is to support economic development and improve the east-west connectivity in the study area with the new interstate system access in the corridor between the existing I-29 Sergeant Bluff Interchange, 1st Street Aviation Boulevard, Interchange 141, and Port Neal Landing Interchange, County Road D51, 260th Street, Interchange 135. The need for the proposed action is to support the projected economic development in southern Siouxland region between Sioux City and Salix. Economic development is occurring and is projected to continue in response to economic incentives and infrastructure development by Woodbury County, the City of Sioux City, and the City of Sergeant Bluff in accordance with land use planning and growth objectives. Another proposed action for the need is to establish system linkage. Existing access to I-29 in the vicinity of the study area is limited to Interchange 141 in Sergeant Bluff and Interchange 135 in Salix. Local roads in and near the study area are disjointed and provide a circuitous route for traffic to access I-29. The proposed interchange would provide a connecting link between I-29 and existing business and industrial parks and would provide improved east-west connectivity across I-29. The Southbridge Interchange project begins at the existing I-29 Sergeant Bluff Interchange and extends south to the northern terminus of the existing Port Neal Landing Interchange. The study area boundaries, as shown on the map on the left in red, were established to allow development of a wide range of alternatives that could address the purpose and need for the project. The study area is larger than the potential impact area of the alternatives as shown on the right. The environmental assessment for the project evaluates a footprint for impacts and specifies the requirements for compliance with federal guidelines. Desktop and field studies were conducted to determine potential impacts on a variety of resources. Impacts to those resources were quantified for each alternative, which were evaluated as part of the environmental process to help determine the preferred alternative. The complete findings from these studies are documented in the environmental assessment. The preferred alternative has been designed to avoid and minimize impacts of resources to the greatest extent possible. Remaining impacts that cannot be avoided will be mitigated. As a result, the overall cumulative impacts of this project have been evaluated and are not considered to be significant. Several build alternatives were investigated to address the project's purpose and need. Based on a variety of factors, including human and natural environmental impacts, design considerations, along with input from the public and local government agencies, helped to determine a preferred alternative. This alternative is considered preferred because it best meets the project's purpose and need while minimizing overall impacts. The preferred alternative includes construction of a traditional diamond interchange providing access to Port Neal Road on the west side of I-29 and 235th Street on the east side of I-29. The interchange would be located at approximately mile marker 138 along I-29. Approximately 0.8 miles of 235th Street east of the interstate would be realigned as part of the interchange tie-in connections, and the realigned 235th Street would be extended approximately 0.25 miles west of the interstate to connect with Port Neal Road. Approximately 0.25 miles of 235th Street just west of Old Highway 75 would remain on the same alignment. This segment of 235th Street would be graded and paved, but impacts on buildings on an existing farmstead would be avoided. No historic sites are present in or near the impact corridor for this alternative. The environmental assessment for this project was approved by the Federal Highway Administration and signed on January 2, 2020, and concluded that the project is necessary for safe and efficient travel within the corridor and that the proposed project meets the purpose and need. Public comment on the environmental document will be accepted through March 9, 2020. The preferred alternative will be identified in the Finding of No Significant Impact or FONSI document. The FONSI document is expected to be finalized and approved by the end of summer 2020. The Interchange Justification Report, or IJR, is expected to be finalized and approved by fall of 2020. The Southbridge Interchange is not currently programmed in the Transportation Improvement Program. Therefore, no construction schedule has been established for this project. We appreciate you taking the time to review this project and look forward to hearing your thoughts and comments. If you have any questions or comments after this meeting, please send them to Mark Nera at the Woodbury County Engineer Office in Mobile at 759 East Frontage Road. You can also direct your comments by telephone number, email address, or the web page listed on the screen. Thank you.